Alright, what's going on YouTube? I recently just bought some SnapOn tools from the guy at work. Got a pretty good deal on them. I saw that, like these sets right here, I saw that for like $300 on eBay, I think it was. I think it was a set just like this. If it wasn't this, it was very similar for like $300. I'm not gonna say how much I paid paid for all these, but I got a good deal on it. I don't have everything. I only have standard, no metric sizes. I have half-inch drive, 3/8 drive, and 1/4-inch drive. But I mean, it's a perfectly good set. Anything that I'll ever need them for, I'm sure they'll be perfectly fine. I'm no professional by any means, and quite honestly, I'll probably have that to the day I die, the rest of my life. Because, like I said, I barely do anything as it is mechanically. I just got a really good deal on it, and I feel like it was, too good of a deal to pass up to buy some SnapOn tools. But recently for Christmas, I got this, the Craftsman Mechanics tool set, 348 piece here. It comes with all these here. I mean, you get quite a bit. You get a lot of stuff, without a doubt. Now, I don't know exactly how much it was. I think this was around the $400 range. But I mean, you get quite a bit of stuff in here. You get, different little wrenches. I mean, you get Allen keys, a whole bunch of sockets. I mean, you name it, you get it. I mean, for a DIY, type guy or whatever, maybe like Weekend Warrior or whatever, they should be okay. You know what I mean? You don't need professional tools for that. But in 2014, whatever, Craftsman started trading, they switched over to their tools being made in China. So I was curious to know if I had Chinese ones, even though they were purchased for me Christmas of, last year, 2016. Because apparently, they have a lot of leftover USA tools, which are still trying to sell. So I was curious to know if I had the USA tools. But I don't. I'll show you right now. This garage is a friggin' mess. Clothes everywhere. I'll show you right here. Now, if you look, Craftsman USA, okay? That's not from my kit. This one is from my kit set here. And if you look, it does not say USA on it. Okay? And if you compare them, look at the comparison here. Look at the difference. It's kind of hard to get on video here. Look at the difference in the metal. Look how much extra metal there is. It's also a lot heavier. I gotta be honest, the USA ones feel a little bit more comfortable compared to these. These are definitely heavier. They feel bulkier. They have less of an angle, if you look at the angle there. And then look at the angle here. It's got a bit more of an angle on it, which is good in getting some, some tighter places. But if you can, as you can see, Craftsman tool quality has definitely gone down. I mean, it's really a shame that they're making all, Chinese stuff now. Now, these are SnapOn. This is obviously all US, but not all SnapOn is US. Apparently, newer SnapOns, they are making some Chinese type things. They're like 80% still US, 85% US, but there are some things that they make that's Chinese. These are from the early 2000s, I think, like 02 or something like that. So this is obviously all US stuff, which is good. Definitely hold up. And like I said, anything I'll ever need them for, I'm sure they'll be perfectly fine. But I don't know, I was just bored, and I figured I would check, see what tools I have. Now, all these in here are not mine. These are all my uncle's. But if you look, this is where I got his wrench from. If you look, they're all US. This is all US stuff. Made in USA, Craftsman. I mean, you'd go through it here. It's all USA stuff. That's SK. I know SK is American. But he purchased all that, mid-2000s, 05, 06, something like that. They might be a little bit newer or older. I don't really know the exact years, but definitely 2000s, you know, '05, something like that. But, and I mean, even if you compare ratchets, you know, look at the Craftsman ratchet here, you know. It actually sounds like a pretty high tooth ratchet compared to the SnapOn. Yeah, SnapOn's definitely less teeth than the Craftsman, but I'll tell you what, this SnapOn feels a lot better. The grip, I mean, just even the way it looks, I think it looks better. This, I don't know, this looks kind of like chubby, like it just doesn't, it looks kind of weird, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it get the job done, like the way this clicks alright. Go to this, just feels nice and solid, nice quality. Now, I'm not completely bashing Craftsman here. Older Craftsman's obviously better than the new Craftsman, the set that I have. But for what I'll ever need it for, I'm sure it'll be perfectly fine for what I'll ever need it for. I barely do anything as it is. And, you know, if anything does break, you get a lifetime warranty. You got a lifetime warranty with SnapOn too, but I highly doubt I'll ever have to warranty any of that stuff down there. But just goes to show you, you know, what's happened to, I don't know, to America. I guess so many jobs have shipped out to China and other countries, and, you know, it's, I don't know, it's crazy. Like, you wouldn't think that Craftsman would sell themselves out and go to China, but, you know, I know Sears is struggling in many different ways. So I guess it kind of made sense that they would, you know, start taking Craftsman and making them over in China to save money. But I feel in the long run it's probably going to hurt them, to be honest with you. I don't think is anything in here even American? Anything USA? Let me look at the screwdrivers. Let's see if they are. Oh, made in USA. Okay, my screwdrivers are made in the US. Any of my sockets made in the US? Let's check this socket. No, not made in the US. It's probably made in China. Like, what is that? It looks like it's got like extra casting on there. I don't honestly, I'm not really good at tools. I don't know how they make them, but it looks like there's something on there, like they got like some type of like dye on there, not dye, but like it looks like paint, but it's obviously not paint. I guess it's like extra casting. I don't know. I know there's forged and casting. I'm actually not really too sure about any of that stuff, so I don't want to sound like a complete idiot. But yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, ultimately, I guess if you're going to be a professional, you're going to be in the career, you know, SnapOn's the way to go here. SnapOn, or, you know, you got Mako, which are very good competitors for SnapOn. But at the end of the day, SnapOn is definitely going to be your best brand. You know? So, I don't know, I was bored. I figured I'd shoot a little video of my Chinese tools. That will hopefully hold up. I'm sure they will. I'm probably never really ever going to use them, so. But, I don't know, if you're thinking about getting Craftsman, you know, just keep in mind that they are Chinese. If you're going to, you know, get into the profession, looking to be a professional, you know, mechanic, not a mechanic, a technician, if you're looking to be a technician, something like that, you know, maybe for a startup, something like this is great. I don't think this was that much. I think it was like $400 for all this, or $400, not that bad. You know, I saw online, this is like $300. So, I mean, look at it, you get that, or you get all that for like almost the same price. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, DIY guy, something like you're just doing stuff at home, maybe fixing things from time to time, this is perfectly fine. But, you know, if you're looking for professional quality stuff, Craftsman is not the way to go. Maybe it was back in the day, you know, professionals would use some Craftsman, have success with it, but I think in today's age, with everyone shipping out to China and jobs leaving the country and all that, I definitely don't think Craftsman is the way to go. So, I don't know. Figured I'd make a little video. Nothing real special. So, later, guys. One more thing, too, guys. I forgot to mention. I want to throw it out there. The problem that I'm not bashing on Craftsman. Don't get me wrong. Craftsman are good tools. The older ones, I don't know how well these are. I rarely used them. We'll see how they hold up. But the problem with that I have a Craftsman, like I said, I don't dislike them or whatever. They're perfectly fine. But the reason, part of the problem that I have with them is they still charge the same amount of money they used to for the older styles, tools that they have, the USA made tools. They're charging the same price for Chinese made tools. And that's something that I don't really agree with. I mean, if you're going to be buying cheap Chinese tools, you're better off just buying Harbor Freight tools. They at least, you pay for what you get with Harbor Freight tools. You walk in there knowing you're getting cheap tools, and they're cheap. With the Craftsman, you think you're getting like super great quality, not super great quality, but something that's pretty respectable in price compared to like, a SnapOn, because their prices are through the roof on SnapOn. Their prices are retarded. But you buy Craftsman, you're like, all right, I'm getting myself some decent tools here for a decent price. In reality, you're pretty much getting the same exact thing as, pretty much Harbor Freight tools. So I just figured I'd throw it out there. I find that kind of a little misleading, like I don't think Craftsman should charge the same price for their tools, even though they're made in China. I know that Sears isn't doing so hot, and I'm sure when Sears go out of business, I'm sure they will. Craftsman will get bought by someone else, and maybe when they buy them out, hopefully end up going back to U.S. manufacturing, whoever buys them. So, all right, I just wanted to throw a little point in there, and see you guys later.